Imagine a drummer so innovative, his rhythms didn't just back Bob Marley. They redefined an entire genre and became the heartbeat of a global movement. This is the untold story of Carlton Barrett, the genius behind reggae's soul-shaking beats. Let's dive into his legacy. Carlton Barrett was the rhythmic soul of Bob Marley and the Wailers, a pivotal force behind the evolution of reggae. Revered for popularizing the one-drop rhythm, Carlton's unique drumming didn't just complement Bob Marley's music, it helped shape the entire reggae genre. His groundbreaking contributions and enduring legacy continue to inspire drummers worldwide. Let's delve into the brilliance of Carlton Barrett. Born in Kingston, Jamaica in 1950, Carlton Barrett grew up during a tumultuous period in the country's history. As a teenager, he worked as a welder while developing his drumming craft through creative improvisation. Using makeshift drums fashioned from empty cans and wooden floors, Carlton honed a distinctive style. This early ingenuity laid the foundation for his innovative approach, which later propelled reggae into global prominence. Carlton, alongside fellow drummers like Sly Dunbar, Leroy Wallace, and Style Scott, drew significant inspiration from Lloyd Knibb of the Skatalites. Music was a family affair for Carlton. His older brother, Aston "Family Man" Barrett, was already a renowned bass player, and together, the siblings formed a rhythm section that would become legendary. In 1968, they joined Lloyd Charmer's band, the Hippie Boys, which initially focused on ska and rocksteady. The group gained popularity in Jamaica and quickly became a sought-after studio band by 1969, recording iconic tracks like Derek Morgan's "Hold You Jack" and Harry Johnson's "Liquidator." They also contributed to Stranger Cole's "Bangarang," one of reggae's earliest recorded hits. Carlton and Aston's exceptional synergy caught the attention of producer Lee "Scratch" Perry, who recruited them into his elite studio band, the Upsetters. Carlton's distinctive drumming style was instrumental in hits like "Return of Django," which reached the UK charts in 1969. Around this time, the Barrett brothers began collaborating with Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer. Impressed by their artistry, Bob invited the brothers to join the Wailers, solidifying the band's rhythm section and defining their signature sound. The hallmark of Carlton's drumming lies in the one-drop rhythm, a pattern that emphasizes beat 3 of the bar while leaving beat 1 silent. This approach creates a dynamic interplay between rhythm and melody, offering a relaxed yet driving groove. Songs like "Stir It Up" and "No Woman, No Cry" showcase Carlton's mastery of this rhythm, where his drumming locks seamlessly with Aston's bass lines to create timeless grooves. On tracks like "Three Little Birds," Carlton's delicate touch on the hi-hat highlights his ability to infuse simplicity with depth. Carlton's creative experimentation extended beyond the one-drop rhythm. He developed variations like the stepper's rhythm, characterized by a steady bass drum on every beat, as heard in Exodus. On "Zion Train," he incorporated 16th notes, adding complexity and depth. His ability to adapt and innovate within the framework of reggae drumming is exemplified in tracks like "Could You Be Loved," where he introduced disco-style grooves and accented offbeats on the hi-hat. Throughout his career, Carlton viewed drumming as a spiritual practice, deeply rooted in African traditions and the history of slavery. He once explained, "Drums carry history. The reggae drummer embodies that history more than any other musician, making every beat a connection to the past." His approach transformed drumming into a soulful art form, resonating with listeners across generations. Stephen Davis, in his biography about Bob Marley, highlighted Carlton Barrett as a driving force behind the Wailers' success. Known as the Field Marshal, Carlton was instrumental in shaping reggae drumming, particularly with his masterful use of the one-drop rhythm. However, his brilliance extended far beyond this iconic feature. Carlton wasn't merely a drummer. He was a visionary who redefined reggae percussion with his understated yet impactful style. His technique, marked by precision and a steady in-the-pocket groove, often included a subtle swing that lent a relaxed, layered quality to his rhythms. One of Carlton's unique trademarks was his minimal use of crash cymbals, favoring rhythmic elements like rim blends to maintain a dynamic yet steady beat. This approach is especially evident in tracks like "I Shot the Sheriff." His innovative drum fills also stood out, often featuring intricate call and response patterns between the kick and snare or between the snare and toms. These patterns, now fundamental in reggae, showcased a conversational quality in his drumming. A signature element of his style was the broken triplet snare rolls, as heard in Natural Mystic and the syncopated bass drum patterns on I Shot the Sheriff. Carlton's talent for crafting memorable drum intros became legendary. His work on songs like Get Up, Stand Up, and Crazy Bald Head introduced iconic rhythms, including powerful flams and dynamic single strokes. The intro to them Belly Full, But We Hungry also demonstrates his mastery with distinctive phrasing and tom fills. Perhaps one of the most quintessential reggae intros features Carlton's signature snare rolls paired with a broken swing 16th note hi-hat pattern, a hallmark of his style. Another highlight of Carlton's artistry was his innovative use of the hi-hat. Whether playing close for a crisp sound or open for a splashy effect, his hi-hat work was consistently tasteful and groundbreaking. His skill is prominently showcased in Exodus, where a straightforward hi-hat pattern is elevated through subtle accents and dynamic shifts. The song also features Carlton's renowned broken 16th note hi-hat groove, which along with a steady bass drum pulse, propels the rhythm and has become one of reggae's most recognizable beats. Replicating Carlton's complex grooves offers a deep appreciation for his artistry. For instance, in Exodus, his syncopated hi-hat work, combined with intricate cross-stick accents, creates a disorienting yet mesmerizing rhythm. These nuances highlight the technical depth and emotional resonance of his drumming. Carlton's influence extends far beyond percussion. The album Exodus, named the most important album of the 20th century by Time magazine in 1999, owed much to Carlton's contributions, with every track delivering timeless messages of love and revolution. The album became a cultural and political cornerstone. Its impact resonated globally, giving voice to marginalized communities. At the height of Jamaica's Civil War in 1978, Bob Marley and the Wailers demonstrated reggae's unifying power during the One Love Peace concert, where political rivals clasped hands on stage in an unforgettable act of solidarity. Carlton's creative input wasn't confined to drumming. He played a pivotal role in songwriting and arrangements, including selecting portions of Haile Selassie's UN speech for the lyrics of war, which conveyed a compelling message of equality. Carlton also contributed lyrics to them Belly Full, But We Hungry, a powerful anthem reflecting social struggles through poetic simplicity. Beyond his work with the Wailers, Carlton collaborated with other reggae legends. His drumming enriched Bunny Wailer's solo projects, such as Blackheart Man and Peter Tosh's Legalize It, solidifying his legacy in reggae history. His adaptability was evident in his later work with Dennis Brown and Gregory Isaacs in 1985, where he experimented with Simmons electronic drums, showcasing his versatility in blending traditional and modern styles. Preparing for this exploration of Carlton's legacy involved recreating his distinct drum setup. From concert toms stripped to bottom heads to a snare tune high for a sharp, ringing tone, his kit was as unique as his sound. Techniques like duct taping toms and dampening the bass drum contributed to the iconic dead reggae sound synonymous with Carlton style. One distinctive feature of Carlton Barrett's drum kit was the absence of a ride cymbal. Instead, his setup included 4 crash cymbals and a set of hi-hats, emphasizing his unique approach to reggae drumming. This minimalist arrangement became more prominent in his later years, showcasing his innovative perspective on rhythm. Carlton's timeless message can be summed up in a line that resonates through reggae music. Sing along, don't worry, because every little thing is going to be all right. Tragically, Carlton's life was cut short at just 36 years old. Yet his profound contributions left an indelible mark on music. Within his brief career, Carlton defined reggae drumming and influenced genres far beyond its roots. Known as Carly, he crafted rhythms that blended groove with inventiveness, elevating his art to a brilliance that is often underappreciated. Listening to his drumming reveals layers of creativity, subtle dynamics, and unmatched rhythmic sensibility. Carlton's work with Bob Marley and the Wailers stands as a testament to his genius. He turned conventional drumming on its head, often reversing traditional fills and patterns. This backward-thinking approach gave reggae a distinctive pulse and has been referenced in a wide range of musical styles, including works by Frank Zappa, Rush, and Fish. Drummers worldwide, including those who played with Zappa, credit Carlton as their go-to inspiration for reggae grooves. His rhythms exude depth and balance, creating a sparse yet dynamic sound that grooves effortlessly. Reggae's core message, rooted in love and unity, found its heartbeat in Carlton's drumming. The lyrics of tracks like Get Up, Stand Up emphasize the power of love to heal and unite humanity. Carlton's rhythms carried this message, urging listeners to stand for their rights and embrace a spirit of togetherness. After his passing, the Wailers continued to spread this ethos globally, now led by his nephew, Aston Barrett Jr., who proudly upholds Carlton's legacy as their drummer and bandleader. Aston reflects on the universal love they receive from fans, saying, "It's peace, love, and unity that we want to bring to the world." David McDavid, a reggae drummer who curates Carlton's legacy, captures his impact succinctly. Like Bob Marley, Carlton Barrett has no equal as a reggae musician. His writing, playing, and arranging are unmatched in sophistication. Carlton is the alpha and omega of reggae drumming, and his brilliance demands years of study to fully appreciate. Carlton Barrett's influence on reggae drumming extends far beyond its rhythmic foundation. His work became the heartbeat of a global movement, blending technical mastery with an unparalleled feel. His drumming with Bob Marley and the Wailers set a new benchmark, inspiring generations of musicians. So the next time you enjoy a Bob Marley track, pause to savor the groove, the rhythm, and the genius behind it all. From the unforgettable one-drop rhythm to timeless grooves that resonate with love and unity, Carlton Barrett's genius shaped reggae into the powerful movement we know today. His rhythms remind us that music can inspire change and bring people together. If you feel Carlton's legacy in every beat, hit like, share this story, and subscribe for more incredible journeys into music history.